entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. They're working that left side. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat.
bad decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fit it in the window for the score. The Sooner Scooter doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, go all over your seats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air, it's McAllister. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Toss sweep right. Breaks into the open. He's at the top. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooner.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
Got a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's McAllister. Catch in the middle, it's Tolzien. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Townsend. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Going to the ground.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged in the middle. It's Giles. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's McLeod. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners. Sooners ready to go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the right. Found the spot in the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's McAllister. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. When you're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line. And this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Dropping back, it's McAllister. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. This time he's got it. And they get him down. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working the middle. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Townsend. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass, it's McAllister. He's got it on the move, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Just gets rid of it before the Heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Grab behind the line. It's Townsend. There he goes. Makes Watch that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's McAllister. Creates a little space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Tolzien. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's McAllister. Caught behind the line. It's Townsend. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And here they come, almost all the way back. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results. Oh, and they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's O'Neal. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his... breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. drills it in. It's Tolzien. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's McAllister. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to throw, it's McAllister. Makes the catch, it's Tolzien. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's McAllister. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Giles. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big 10 action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Oregon. He'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. To the air, it's O'Neal. Right on the money.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. Listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Tolzien. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, it's McAllister. Grab near the sticks, it's Tolzien. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where